Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into a really fascinating set of sources you sent over, all about this trend of, well, lingerie as outerwear.
Yeah, it's quite something, isn't it? What was hidden is now out there.
Exactly, and it's hitting everything, everyday style, advertising, celebrity looks. So our mission today is to unpack this lingerie revolution, you could say. Figure out why it's happening, what it means. Your sources cover a lot: the history, the economic, styling, ads, celebs, body positivity, even what's next. Let's get into it.
Okay, well, the history's pretty wild when you think about it. Lingerie wasn't always delicate, Originally, it was super functional. Think corsets, structure over style, basically.
Right, restrictive.
Totally. Then the 1920s brought looser stuff, the bra, which was like a symbol of freedom then. Fast forward to the 60s, 70s, women embracing their bodies more.
What strikes me is how fast things changed more recently. The 90s and early 2000s, that felt like a real shift.
Oh, absolutely. Supermodels, Victoria's Secret, underwear became a fashion statement.
Yeah, that peak of lace wasn't accidental anymore, was it?
Not at all. And then social media just poured fuel on the fire.
Right. Celebrities, influencers, they really ran with it. Started showing lingerie as everyday wear, a sign of empowerment, often.
Which brings us neatly to what one source calls the great fabric crossover. It's not just for special occasions now. You're seeing silk camis in boardrooms, maybe, or lace bralettes layered under blazers.
Yeah, that mix of professional, but with a hint of something else.
Exactly. And it seems driven by fashion lovers, influencers, letting a bit of inner confidence peek through, as the source puts it, like a cheeky little secret.
Totally. And you can't talk about fashion impact without talking about celebrities. They're like style pioneers, taking bedroom looks public.
Modern-day Robin Hoods of fashion, maybe.
Yeah.
Stealing from the bedroom for the runway.
Huh. Maybe. But think about those red carpet looks, the sheer stuff. It sends a message, doesn't it? That sex sells, sure, but also that it can be empowering. The source even had that interesting image, a celeb wearing a lace bodysuit under a suit to a corporate meeting. It definitely changes the vibe. How much do you think celebs are really driving this? Or just reflecting it?
Oh, I think they're definitely driving it. They make it aspirational, normalize it, which ties into personal agency.
Yeah.
This whole trend is so linked with body positivity. It's encouraging people, everyone, to show off their bodies in ways that make them feel good, confident, unstoppable even.
Yeah, it becomes a statement, right?
Yeah.
Self-love, owning your style, your sexuality.
Exactly. Lingerie as outerwear is a personal declaration. What part of that link resonates most with you?
I think it's how it feels like it broadens the definition of what's acceptable or attractive. It puts the power back on the individual. You decide how you want to look and feel. And, okay, the sources brought up a surprising point, the economics of it all.
Right. It can actually be seen as savvy.
Yeah. Like, why buy a whole fancy dress when a cool bodysuit does the trick, maybe even better?
Precisely. And advertising plays a huge role there. Provocative ads. They're not just selling clothes.
No, they're selling a lifestyle, boldness, confidence, all that.
And celebrity endorsements just crank that up, make you want to be like your style icon.
And like you said, body positivity fits in too. It allows more people to feel like they can invest in clothes that make them feel happy, whatever their shape. These things all feed each other, don't they?
They really do. But there's the flip side. As one source put it, the price of lace.
Huh. Yes, it looks effortless, but those delicate pieces can cost a bomb.
The industry knows sex appeal and luxury sell, and they price it accordingly.
And again, the ads, the celebs, they build up that desire, that perceived value.
But then there's that counter idea.
Yeah.
Investing in something that makes you feel genuinely empowered. That feeling can be, well, priceless, right?
True. Which leads to navigating the fine line, as a source called it, between chic and cheap and maybe trying too hard or showing too much.
It's a real balancing act. What looks amazing in one setting could be a disaster in another.
Yeah, you can't just copy a celebrity look straight off the red carpet for like a Tuesday morning meeting, usually.
Right. You have to adapt it, consider your comfort, the environment.
Yeah.
And the sources say confidence and maybe a sense of humor are key. How do you figure out where that line is, though?
That's the tricky part. I guess it comes down to knowing yourself and the situation, which brings us to the practical stuff. The art of layering.
Ah, yes. The how-to. Layering seems crucial for making this work day to day.
Definitely. The sources give good examples. Statement bras just visible under sheer tops.
Or bodysuits under blazers or jackets. That gives a polished but still edgy look.
It's almost like the ads use layering to hinting rather than showing everything.
That's a great point. And celebs are masters of layering these pieces, aren't they? Making it look intentional and cool.
It becomes a tool then, expressing style, confidence, without maybe going full-on revealing, unless you want to. What's the most important layering tip, you think?
Maybe intentionality, like you said earlier. Making it look deliberate, not accidental. Playing with textures, transparency.
Right, not just throwing things on, but then there are the fashion faux pas, what not to do.
Oh, yeah. The peekaboo bralette that ends up showing a bit more than intended.
Or the bodysuit with only fishnets. Maybe not for the office party.
Probably not. Wearing a whole matching lingerie set out might just look like you forgot to get dressed properly.
Like loungewear, yeah. Over-layering too, making it look messy.
Again, it seems like self-awareness is key. And maybe not taking it too seriously when you experiment.
Which flows right into the general styling tips, how to actually make it work.
Thinking of underwear as a key ingredient in the outfit, not just underneath. That's a good starting point.
Yeah, playing with layers, sheer tops, blazers over bralettes, mixing colors, patterns.
Yeah, the sources keep coming back to it. Confidence is the best accessory.
Totally. Take inspiration from celebs, sure, but make it your own. Fit your personality, your comfort level.
Okay, so moving towards the wrap-up. Your sources mentioned some iconic, bold campaigns.
Ah, yes. Ads that really push boundaries, blurring that line between intimate wear and streetwear.
Often using celebrities, championing body positivity, sparking conversations. Which one stuck out for you?
I remember seeing some where models wore lingerie in really mundane settings, like just hanging out. It challenged that idea of where it's worn.
Be contextualizing it.
Exactly. And the campaign celebrating diverse bodies felt really powerful, shifting how we see beauty.
And you can't ignore social media's role in all this.
Yeah.
It's like a massive digital runway now.
Totally. Provocative ads thrive there. Influencers push the trend hard, makes it seem accessible, aspirational.
And body positivity, sexual empowerment. Those themes are huge online. It's kind of democratizing fashion in a way.
It really is. The sources even gave a fun peek behind the marketing. These wild ideas teams come up with.
Sometimes really provocative concepts. And they rely heavily on social media, celebrity endorsements to make them land.
The goal seems to be selling that confident lifestyle, breaking old rules.
And the red carpet dare-to-bear moments definitely feed into that. Sheer fabrics, lace, bodysuits. It's all about making a statement.
Seen as body confidence, bravery, inspiring others, maybe.
Then you've got the influencers living their lace-laden lives online.
Yeah, they showcase it constantly, setting trends, partnering with brands, championing body positivity, redefining what's okay in fashion.
And those endorsements, they work like magic spells, turning pieces into must-haves.
Promoting that confidence lifestyle again, often linked with body acceptance.
Which all seems to be pushing things in a good direction, celebrating all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, the mix and match nature of lingerie as outerwear helps self-expression. Celebrity backing amplifies inclusivity.
And helps break down those old stereotypes of real beauty, right?
Definitely. The trend shows more diverse bodies, emphasizes confidence as the key to appeal. Celebs using their platforms to redefine beauty is huge.
So it really comes down to empowerment through fashion.
Wearing something that makes you feel good, it can change how you carry yourself, your whole attitude.
So looking forward, what future trends did the sources point to?
More experimentation with layering, probably. Celebrity influence staying strong, and body positivity, sexual empowerment continuing to drive things.
Interesting. There was also mention of sustainable seduction.
Ah, yes. Eco-friendly lingerie brands using sustainable fabrics, ethical production.
And using provocative ads, body positivity messages to promote those brands too, making sustainable sexy.
And Gen Z's take on sexy seems different too, more about personality, confidence, humor maybe.
Yeah, the ads targeting them seem to blend cheekiness with style. The celebs they follow push boundaries in playful ways. Body positivity is just a given.
But in the end, one source put it nicely, it's about dressing for yourself.
Exactly. Get inspired, sure, but wear what makes you feel good. Forget the rules sometimes.
Isn't that the point? Lingerie can be like wearable art, intricate designs, bold statements.
Wearing it as outerwear elevates it, makes it a conscious choice, a form of expression.
Okay, so a final provocative thought to leave people with. Think about how your idea of underwear has changed and what other private parts of life might be next for a public transformation.
Ooh, interesting. Like what unspoken rules, fashion, social behavior might get challenged.
Exactly. And what does that say about our values? Comfort, confidence, self-expression. Where are we heading?
Definitely something to mull over. A
Yeah.
lot to think about there.